This is the Wesos weekend review, and right away we are jumping into the Premier League. And we're going to start this weekend, by reviewing or looking at the current Premier League standings. And this weekend already, we're going to start by saying that Liverpool clearly is topping the table between 6 games played and with 60 points. And just beneath them is 59 points, Manchester City, and Arsenal 58 points. And then all the way down to Aston Villa, who's occupying the fourth position with 52 points. And then you have Tottenham with 57 points, although with a game in hand. And then all the way goes down to Newcastle at the 10th position with 37 points. And then just beneath them is Chelsea, languishing and staying all the way in the 11th position with 35 points, but although with a game in hand. So by the time we're done with the weekend fixtures by Monday, when Arsenal is done playing their game, we're going to review this table again to see the shape, the texture, and all of that. But again, let us jump right into it by looking at the weekend fixture for Saturday, for the games on Saturday. So, depending on your time zone, either 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, Brentford Chelsea will be kicking off tomorrow or today, whenever the case is for you. So, then after that, we'll have Fulham versus Brighton, and afterwards, okay, the same kickoff, the same 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We have Brentford Chelsea, we have Fulham Brighton, we have Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool, we have Tottenham Hotspur versus Crystal Palace, and we have Wolves versus Newcastle at home. We have Everton and West Ham. And then at 6:30 or 7:30, according to your time zone again, we have Luton Town versus Aston Villa. Now, look at these fixtures. You see that Liverpool will be having the opportunity to extend their run, taking themselves to 63 points if they win, and or 61 points if they draw, or 60 points if they lose to Nottingham Forest. And Nottingham Forest at home is going to be a tricky fixture for them. And Chelsea Brentford at home. Brentford had a long stretch of games of against the top six teams, and now they have Chelsea at home. They'll be working their socks off to make sure that they don't lose this time around. So it will be a tough one for Chelsea there, who are also looking to come back to at least the first half of the table. Then Fulham versus Brighton. Fulham will be coming off a victory at Old Trafford, and it's going to be quite a boost for them coming into this game. And Brighton have not been having a very good season. It's been inconsistent result for them as well. Not much what was expected. Tottenham Crystal Palace. Tottenham is coming into this game with their goalkeeper win London Football Award Player of the Goalkeeper of the Year, and their coach also winning the Coach of the Year. So that might be a boost for them, but they'll be looking to overcome Crystal Palace to closing the gap. The Aston Villa having them on the table, and then Everton was West Ham. Everton over the course of the week had 4 points reduced from their 10 points reduction as disciplinary action due to some financial management issues. So with the 4 points restored to them, they went up to 15th in the table by the middle of the week. So they were looking to win West Ham and to build on or up on that, but it's all left to be seen. Luton Town, Aston Villa will be looking to cement their position in the table if they can overcome Luton Town, and we all know that Luton Town is always a tricky game when you're going to Luton to play them. And afterwards, that we heading off to the games on Sunday. On Sunday, we have Burnley versus FC Bournemouth. It's going to be a crack game for them because Burnley is trying to bring themselves off the drop zone the same way for FC Bournemouth. But then the big game of the weekend, Manchester United versus Manchester City, the great derby. The noisy neighbors were the traditional guys and all of that. Now, the test for Manchester City this season, if they are going to repeat the great crazy run they always have at the end of season when they win to the end of the season and then finally give the ultimate prize. They'll be having their first test of this running period to Manchester United. So it is a home game at the Etihad Stadium, and sometimes this game historically has offered us a lot of entertainment, starting from Rooney's overhead kick back in the days to Man City's, trashing Manchester United and their fans turning back on them on the noisy neighbors and all of that. But then we know that Manchester United at the fifth position, at the sixth position, not even fifth, are trying to come into the conversation again, and they have been having not a very fantastic season, but not very disappointing season. It's just been an inconsistent run for them. They win, they lose, they draw. So it's been an uninspiring season for them. But one thing we know about debuts like this is that it's not a matter of form. Whenever these debuts are coming, form goes to the side, and you see these teams coming into their elements. So it's going to be a very hard game to predict. Very hard game to predict. But then for the neutrals, we are going to sit back and relax and enjoy the game. Manchester United fans, they all want to win, if not for anything, at least for the ego trips and all of that. But Manchester City need to win this game by all means because failure to win this game might mean that Arsenal, number one, Arsenal might frog leap them if Arsenal win their game on Monday. If they draw, it means Arsenal can still frog leap them if they win. And again, it means that they will have to be stepping up their foot off the gas. They'll be down pedaling if they fail to win this game. And Liverpool wins theirs on Saturday. And this game on Sunday, if Man City fails to win it, the title race will take another shape and dimension. And that is it for that day. And then Monday, we'll be having Arsenal. Arsenal will be playing Sheffield on Monday. And again, the Premier League this season has proven to be a three-horse race, and the conversation has been between Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal, and now it's hard to call. It's hard to call who is the favorite, right? Because there's one point separating these teams. So at this point in time, there are no rooms for mistake. The margins are so tight and fine. So you have to win every game. You have to win every game and possibly win by any number of goals possible because this might go down the line that we'll see uh, the league champion again this season repeating some time ago historically when you have to win the title just by goal difference. So this time around, it's not just you are trying to win, but you're trying to score as much goals as possible and conceding as little as possible. So Arsenal will be going away to Sheffield United, and it's that time of the season again when you do not dismiss any game as or any opposition to be very very easy or a walk in the park, and it's more tricky, right? It's trickier when your opponent away, you're going to play someone at home, someone that is struggling for relegation and all of that. It's going to be a challenge for Arsenal. And again, we are going to, well, Arsenal fans will be hoping that they keep recreating the form that seen them win all their games this year. For the five previous games, they were victorious, whether at home or the road. So they'll be looking to still replicate the same form, score much goals as possible, so that by the end of Monday they will still be in a title race. So, and across beyond just Premier League, there are a lot of interesting fixtures. Napoli, Juventus, even though Napoli is not practically in the title race conversation there. Atletico Bilbao versus Barcelona. That's on Sunday, if I suppose. And then there is Valencia versus Real Madrid and then all of that. But then the Premier League for now is in focus, and this is pretty much the coverage for Premier League this weekend. So maybe you might just hype. What's your prediction of who will continue leading this Premier League title charge by the end of this weekend showdown? Do you still think Liverpool will be at the pole position, or they will lose or draw? Or you think Man City will overleap them, or do you think that Arsenal will be there? Send in your predictions for these matches, your scoreline, and all of that. This is good luck, and this is weekend, the Whistles weekend preview.